Hey everyone, this is Lodro. We're here for the meditation challenge where we're going through the mind training slogans of Atisha, an ancient Indian master who condensed really the heart essence of the Buddhist teachings into a number of short slogans known as Lojong, Lo being mind, Jong training, so mind training slogans. And today's is a little bit weird because it's not exactly what it sounds like. The translation is abandon poisonous foods. So we might think, oh, they mean unhealthy foods or foods that are literally poisoned. Of course I don't want to eat those. Yeah, cool, I'll cut those like hostas products out of my diet. But that's actually not what we're talking about. What we're talking about here is a different sort of poison, almost mind poison, which is fixation. There's a Tibetan Buddhist teacher, Tralag Rinpoche, who wrote a book called Lojong, which is a commentary on these slogans. And in it, he says about this that fixation is exactly what blocks our ability to be present and to love, which I think is so true. That when we are fixated on that angry email that we're going to reply to, or that promotion that we need, and we are no longer present to everything else that's going on around us, that's poisonous to our well-being. So another way that this is often thought of is using our meditation practice as a way to sort of boost ourselves up, make ourselves feel better, or fixate on things. So if we build up our ego through our practice, we're not necessarily doing it right. For example, some people might sit a lot in today's world because they want other people to think that they're spiritual or that they're wise. And that's not necessarily helpful because the meditation practice is actually undoing our ego. It sort of gets its hooks into us and says, you're not as solid and real and need these sorts of promotions and things as you thought. So our practice here isn't about sort of like the traditional Western notion of self-help, where we boost ourselves up and we use it to have personal achievement. That's actually what is traditionally referred to as poisonous when in this commentary on this slogan. This notion that we would use the practice to solidify who we think we are. But the more we meditate, the more we actually go through this emptying out process. And I mentioned this last week, that we are emptying out our fixed opinions, our expectations, our thoughts and ways that we think things need to be so that we're actually more present. That's what we are doing. We're abandoning that sort of poisonous mentality of things have to be this way. And then we're actually more available to things as they are. So the question for us is, how are we poisoning our day with either our bad attitude or our unkindness or our fixed mind? Because we're not here in the body, we're actually lost in our own head and our own ideas and opinions. So this is a question I leave you with. How are we poisoning our day with our bad attitude, our unkindness, our fixation? But the homework or the practice advice is that we would notice when we're telling ourselves a lot of stories, i.e. get lost in fixation. And when that happens, just acknowledge that you've drifted off and come back to the present moment. This could be during your day. This doesn't have to be during the meditation session, although it certainly works there too. But just as you're going about your day-to-day, notice when you're telling yourself a lot of stories, lost in fixation, come back to the present.